Alright everyone, here we go. WPOW on 3. 1, 2, 3.
WPOW!
Welcome to WPOW Action News. I'm co-anchor Nick Austin.
And I'm co-anchor Caitlin Spear.
Kicking things off tonight, we're going to start with World Affairs. A growing story out of Berlin, Germany. A young polar bear cub named Knut is currently becoming an international attraction.
From his home at the Berlin Zoo, he is attracting thousands of Germans and even more from around the world flock to see this magnificent bear every day. You might ask why this 1-foot-tall, 8.5-pound creature is attracting so many tourists? Well, there are several reasons. Knut made his first international debut in Vanity Fair magazine with superstar Leonardo DiCaprio. Soon after, many people began to wonder, who is this mystery bear? Born on December 5, 2006, Knut had little chance of survival. In fact, his twin brother died 4 days after birth, and Knut himself had to live the first 44 days of his life in an incubator. While most of the zoo staff gave up hope, his caretaker, Thomas Dorflein, slept next to Knut's cage and gave him milk 6 times a day to keep him going.
Slingon flying gone strong, going fling porthing gone strong. Putting Knut playing slingon thirsty booting cling. Clang strong fronton kein tonfon. When clang strong fronton clang on flow on clang string by bloom string blank.
I guess everyone roots for the underdog, says David Hahn, CEO of Celebagents in London. Since he was rejected by his mother, a lot of people can relate to him. Nowadays, we all need little pick-me-ups and success stories. Knut is an example that you can never give up hope, and you never know what life might have in store for you. One day he was fighting for his life in an incubator, and then the next he was posing in an international magazine with fly guy Leo DiCaprio. You never know what life might have in store for you. That's the message little Knut wants us to remember. Now to our on-the-scene reporter Taylor Mertz, who is currently in outer space.
Hi, this is Taylor Mertz with your On the Scene WPOW Action News. As you can see, I am located in the Columbia 5 shuttle at the scene of the latest NASA mission to the moon. Today, I am more than just a bystander of the launch. After many months of rigorous training, I have been lucky enough to accompany astronauts into space. I have worked hard to achieve this amazing goal, and my hard work has finally paid off. I am the first on-the-scene reporter to actually participate in a multi-day space mission. The Columbia 5 mission to the moon was launched 4 days ago from NASA's base in Florida. This is the 5th mission to the moon and the first to include a reporter as one of the astronauts on board. The liftoff was more exciting than I ever anticipated. To say the least, the takeoff was bumpy and intense but exhilarating. Once we were in space, it took a while for me to adjust to the anti-gravity atmosphere. Existing in space gave me an indescribable outlook on life as I have previously experienced it. Here we have a shot of the Earth from the Columbia 5. I will continue to report from our mission throughout the week. We will be covering our landing on the moon later on in our program. Back to you, Caitlin and Nick.
Thanks, Taylor. What a story. Here's some exciting news for you here in Virginia. The Queen is coming. In honor of the 400th anniversary of Jamestown, Queen Elizabeth II will be coming to Richmond as well as Jamestown. I suggest that all of you take advantage of this opportunity. Security asks that if you plan on attending, please refrain from bringing signs, banners, and pets as they could be offending to the royal atmosphere. Now to Courtney in the field.
Good evening, Action News. This is Courtney Zamparello, and I am here on the scene in Uzbekistan. As you can see, the weather conditions here are catastrophic. Surprisingly, the sun is shining at an outward temperature of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can also see, it also looks like a beautiful spring day in Uzbekistan. There's a torrential downpour, and also hail the size of gold. Keep going! Farther north
I'm proud to report the results of your 2008 presidential election. After months of debates and campaigns, the votes have been tallied. America, your new president is none other than Oprah Winfrey. Not only is she the first female president in history, she is also the first African American president. These are accomplishments, but these are not the only ones in her life. In 2004, she was presented with the United Nations Associate of the United States of America Global Humanitarian Action Award. In 2005, she was entered in the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People's Hall of Fame. She was also in Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People in the World in 2004, 2005, and 2006. Congratulations, President Winfrey. You had my vote.